him to run and be urgent, so try to be urgent.
Practice efficiency.
Yeah.
First day shoulder pads, what do you think about the energy?
Yeah, I thought there was good energy. Like I told him, I don't know if I watched today and I said, man, this group just loves contact. I didn't watch today and say, man, they don't like to hit. But I don't know if I watched today and was like, holy cow, that is a violent team. And that's kind of what I told my practices. If we want to be a team that's violent and physical, we got to be able to see it in practice. And we had physicality, but you couldn't feel it. You couldn't feel that physicality today. And they want to pass, we got to get better.
Is that tough when you're in thud and there's an adjustment to, a lot of these guys are new here?
Everybody's played football.
Yeah.
I think that's just a scapegoat for all these guys. These guys know how to practice. These guys know how to play. We're going to play, and you're going to play with passion, play with physicality when the pads get on, or we're going to have to coach it out of you.
What's your take on Kyson now that you've seen him for a week or so, where he is fully back from his injury?
Yeah, I'm excited. Kyson was our, arguably our number one going into the last year's season. So I'm excited to get him back with all the competition in that room. That's really exciting to me.
Hey, Coach, I saw Brock here, I saw Jordan here, I saw Jeff and a bunch of other guys. Just how important is it to you for all these past Sun Devils to keep on showing up in droves?
Yeah, they keep coming back out, and that's awesome. We try to be as welcoming as possible. It's impossible for me to call every alumni and build a relationship with every alumni. It's just not possible, but we can open our doors, and the guys who want to be involved, they have the opportunity to be involved. If they want to be around, they have the opportunity to be around. And so just open door philosophy, and I'd love to see more guys continue to come back.
Even though it's way too early in spring, do you feel the learning curve is maybe at the point where you expect it to be with so many new faces?
Today was our most mistakes. Today was definitely the biggest learning curve. Day 3, we haven't slowed down. When we get to a little bit Thursday, but when we get to Saturday, it slows down a little. And then starting next week, it really slows down towards the back half of spring from a learning curve perspective.
Now that you were able to take the weekend to kind of watch back the quarterbacks through the first 2 spring practices, what has stood out to you about each of them so far?
Yeah, I think they both, each of them so far, okay. You can tell Mikey's played a lot of football, very savvy. He shoveled the ball today on a screen pass that he wasn't supposed to shovel it, but he felt it, right? You can tell Cutter's played a lot of football in terms of just seeing the game and getting the ball out of his hands fast. You can tell Jake is just super, super talented, and he's super intelligent, doesn't make the same mistake twice. And Cam's ability to throw the football and operate at quarterback is drastically better than it was 6 months ago. He's taking a lot of pride in cleaning some things up to be more efficient in his throwing motion. So if I had to say one thing, it'd be those 4.
What's some things you saw on tape with the receiver group?
Big and strong. And that's what we wanted to be. We wanted to be a big, strong receiver group because at the end of the day, football is about winning your one-on-ones, and you can do that with speed or you can do that with physicality.
How much is the talent in the receiver room helping the secondary today?
Oh, they're going to get better every single rep. There's almost a ton of people who are going right now. We lost JT. You can't replace JT. Irreplaceable, right? Top whatever pick he's going to be is going to be a 15-year NFL vet, so you can't replace him. But the guys we brought in, they definitely have some. The depth in that room is very, very high.
Some struggles last year on special teams. What have you seen out of the new specialists so far in the camp?
Yeah, they can go punt it really far, and he's made most of his kicks, and the other guys are stepping up too. I think having a guy whose full-time job is to work with specialists, I think is paying off. Hopefully that pays off here in the fall.
Braden's had a strong start to camp. How special is it to have guys who are from here and bring them back home and then see them start to...
Yeah, it's awesome. I told him in the recruiting process, I said, listen, dude, you're going to go experience what you want to experience, but just know eventually you're going to miss it back here and you're going to want to come home. And if you don't let all the outside noise affect you, you're going to come right back here. It's funny because, 2 years after he left for IMG, he's right back here. And he's excelling, he's smiling, he's happy. He has like you said, a renewed energy for the game. He's doing an unbelievable job so far. He's one of the not talked about standouts at camp so far.
Guys good?